Good day everyone, my name is Henry from Scholarship Tab, and in today's video, we'll be applying for the Mastercard Scholarship at the University of Edinburgh. But before we begin, I'd like for you to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you don't miss out on new videos like this when they come out. Alright, so to apply for the Mastercard Scholarship, what you want to first do is to navigate to your favorite web browser and search www.scholarshiptab.com. So you find the Mastercard Scholarship on the home page, but if you can't find it here, alternatively you can come to the search button and type Mastercard and you hit enter. Then you can see a few of Mastercard scholarships that are currently going on, but the one we're interested in is the one at University of Edinburgh. So click it. So this scholarship basically provides funding to students who want to study a master's degree at the University of Edinburgh and are passionate about addressing the climate crisis in the world. So if you're from Africa and you have passion towards climate change, you have passion towards data inequality and society, you have passion towards food security, or you're focused on building sustainable energy systems, then this scholarship is for you. So this scholarship provides full tuition, covers your accommodation expenses, your travel expenses, even your living costs that you may accrue while studying in the school. It also provides funding for any study materials you may want to buy in the school. In addition, there are also some intensive training programs that you may benefit from when you are selected for this scholarship. Also, some of the eligibility criteria are as follows. You must have a 2-1, which is a second class upper degree or higher. In addition to that, you must be a citizen or you must hold a refugee status in an African country, and you must be under 35 years of age. If you want the full gist of all the eligibility criteria, or if there's something that you are not convinced on, you can come back to this page and check it out. So we are going straight to the application process now. When we navigate to the end of the page, go to the how to apply section, and it says here, are you interested and qualified? Go to Mastercard Foundation to apply. So we click apply. So this is the home page for the Mastercard Foundation Scholarship. So this scholarship is in two forms. There is an online version and there's an on-campus version. The online version is for people who want to do the degree online without being required to go to the UK, while the on-campus version is for people who want to travel to the UK to study. So you click apply. So after you click the apply button, it brings you to this page. So if this is your first time, you want to click the register button. So you click register. You wait for it to load. So this form here provides you with the details you need to put while applying for the scholarship. So here you need your first name, your last name, your email, and you have to create a password. So I'm going to be typing my first name and my last name, and I'm going to be typing the email that I'll use, and I'll create a password for it. Alternatively, you can use the register with Google option. This option is actually shorter and it will take your application directly to the beginning page, so you won't have to put all this information. Then when you are done filling your form, you click on the I'm not a robot button, and then you create your account. Alright, so once you've done that, the scholarship body will tell you to check your email with instructions on how to complete your request. So this is my email open. So I head over here. Hello Henry, someone has tried to register with this email. So use a link to complete your account. So you click here, complete registration, and it takes you to the application page. So if you are choosing the register with Google option, it will take you directly to the application itself, and you won't need to fill out all those forms. Yeah. So now on this page, you can see no applications. So since it's a fresh application, I'm going to click on view programs to select the programs that we want to apply for. And the program we are interested in is this postgraduate on-campus scholarship. So you click more. And at this point in the video, if you've not subscribed, then you're wrong. So kindly do it to hit the subscription button and turn on your notifications so you don't miss out on videos like this. Now back to our application. The first thing you want to do is to click this apply button here. So now that the page has opened, you click on the postgraduate applicant declaration. I want you to note that the deadline is the 21st of November 2025, but the University of Edinburgh, they state here that you should complete this application declaration before the 14th of November 2025, so you can get access to the actual form for applying to the scholarship. So to quickly go through what they said here, they said the Mastercard Scholarship Program supports young people at the University of Edinburgh by awarding on-campus scholarships and online scholarships. So if you have great academic talents, if you have leadership potential, if you are interested in solving the climate crisis, then this scholarship is for you. So he said all applicants should do well to read the guidance on the eligibility before starting the application so that you don't select the wrong answers. If you need more information on the entry requirements, you can go back to check the scholarship page on the scholarship tab website, or you can click this link here. So the first question asked is, I confirm I have read and understood the minimum entry requirements to the university website, which is this link here. So yes, I confirm that. Second question, I confirm I graduated from my undergraduate studies by 21st of November 2025. So for you to apply for this scholarship, you must have graduated by 21st of November 2025. So you click yes. I confirm that I'm a citizen of an African country or normally reside there, except for recent educational purposes. You click yes. So for the online or on-campus master applicants, the next question says, I confirm I have not completed, for the online and on-campus master applicants, I confirm I have not completed a postgraduate master's degree and I'm not due to complete one before September 2026. So they're trying to understand or make you understand that for you to apply for this scholarship, you are not studying any other master's degree. You're not trying to complete any other master's degree between now and September 2026. And you also have to confirm that you are applying for a postgraduate diploma and you already have an undergraduate or master's degree from an African institution. Yes. But before we move further, I want you to know that you should try as much as possible to answer this part honestly. It wouldn't do you any good if you begin to fill out information that doesn't reflect the stage you are in. So the next question says, I confirm that I would not be able to continue to postgraduate study without receiving financial support from this Mastercard Scholars Program, which is yes, because this program is supposed to take care of your tuition fees, take care of your living expenses, your flight cost and all. So clicking yes, you're trying to tell them that without their financial assistance, you cannot go on with this program. The next question says, I confirm I have a track record of leadership and service within my community. Yes. I confirm I understand this is an academic transformative leadership program, including requirements alongside my academic studies. So you click yes. And I confirm I am applying to start a degree in September 2026 and will not be enrolled at another university at this time. So to answer this question is basically asking you, between now and September 2026, you have to be sure that you're not applying to any other university at this time. You're only focused on the University of Edinburgh. So you click yes. Then you must confirm that you were born on the 1st of January 1991 or later, because there's an age limit to it. So you click yes. Then I confirm that I've read the University of Edinburgh Mastercard Foundation data privacy notice. If you haven't, you can come back up here and read the data privacy notice. But I have. So I click yes. Then I confirm that all of the above statements are true to the best of my knowledge and at the time of completing this application. So this boils back to what I was saying before. You want to make sure that you are filling this part as honestly as possible. So I click yes. And just to go over the form again, now that everything is in place, you come here and select mark as complete. If for any reason you cannot complete this now, you can click on save and continue editing. Then you come back to edit at a later time. But since I've completed my form, I'll move on to the next section by clicking mark as complete. All right, so next question is, or the next section rather, is the postgraduate eligibility assessment. So this section assesses how eligible you are for the scholarship. So according to this, they said depending on your answers, you may get an instant reply or you may need to wait 2 to 3 working days for a result. Said if you are eligible, the rest of the application form will be made available to you. So the first thing here is your date of birth. So you want to put your actual date of birth here. So I'm going to choose any day I was born. Then you have to select your nationality. Remember, you must be from an African country, or you must have citizenship there. So since I'm applying from Nigeria and I am from Nigeria, I select Nigeria. And I ask, are you a national of any other countries? No. What is your country of residence? If you are from an African country, but you reside in a different African country other than the country where you have citizenship, then you can select the country. But I'm from Nigeria and I stay in Nigeria, so I select Nigeria. Now they said only answer these questions if they're applicable to you. How long have you resided in this country and for what purpose did you move? These questions are not applicable to me, so I'm going to skip them. Then the next section says, please provide details on your undergraduate qualification. So I graduated with a bachelor degree in engineering. So I'm going to type that out. So in this section, you're going to put the degree you graduated with. If it's mathematics, if it's fine arts, then you put the university name that you graduated from. And you're going to select the date that you received your award. So the date is usually on the certificate. So I'm going to select May 8th, 2025. And the next section says, what country did you receive your undergraduate qualification? I studied in Nigeria, so I received mine from Nigeria. When you're done with that, click next and it takes you to the next section of the application. So this section is asking about the type of qualification you have. Is it a bachelor's degree? Is it an HND? Or is your degree not specified here? If it's not specified, you can come in here and type it. Well, since I'm using a bachelor's degree, I'll click here. Then I want you to recall that in the requirements, they said you must have a second class upper and above. So you come and select the grading scale that your certificate was graded with. So mine was with the class and division. So I click class and division, and you select the actual class you graduated with. Mine is second class upper. So you click this and you click next. Again, I want to drop a disclaimer. We should try to fill this form as honestly as possible, because if you provide the scholarship body false information, you will be disqualified from the scholarship. So moving on, next question asks is, which postgraduate degree would you like to apply for at the University of Edinburgh? So there are a lot of degrees here, and some of them are stated here that is just for the online degree, and some is for the on-campus version. So I'm interested in the on-campus version because who doesn't want to study in the UK? But if it's the online version you're interested in, then you want to choose a course that has the online. So I come here and choose Sustainable Energy Systems. The next question says, how did you find out about the Mastercard Foundation Scholars Program at the University of Edinburgh? So I found out via the university page. You can select wherever. So this was how I found out mine. So you can select wherever method or whatever avenue you use to find out about the scholarship. Then when you are done with that section, before you submit, you might want to go over it again so you don't miss out on a vital piece of information. And when you've confirmed that everything is complete and you didn't make any mistake, then you click Mark as complete. Once you fill the two forms, you click Submit. If you're confident of what you submitted, then you press the Submit button. If you want to go back to review, you can review it. But since I've submitted it, I can now go to my applications. So because I passed all the eligibility criteria, the application form is open for me to apply immediately. So I click on the Start button. So this application is broken down into 3 sections. The first section talks about the application form itself. The second section talks about the supporting documents you need to upload. And the third section is your equal opportunities form. So let's start out with the application form itself. So there's a disclaimer on this page against the use of AI tools. So if you're a fan of using AI, Mastercard and the University of Edinburgh discourages you from relying on ChatGPT or any form of AI in this application process so that your scholarship essay is not flagged as AI written. The idea is that they want to get to know you on a personal level, and they feel that if you use an AI tool, you won't be able to express yourself properly. So now that we have that information at hand, if you were planning before to use an AI tool, I strongly advise against it. So the first question on the form is, have you applied to your master's or postgraduate diploma program at the University of Edinburgh? Now there's a disclaimer here that if you have not applied, you shouldn't be too concerned, that you can decide to apply after you've applied for the scholarship. So for me, I've not applied, so I'm going to click no. If you've applied, you can click yes. Now they're asking for a number if you've applied to university. Since it's not applicable to me, I'll skip that. And the next question says, have you applied to any scholarship programs or for financial support for the year 2026? So the answer is no. If you have, you want to answer this question as honestly as possible. If yes, you are prompted to provide more details on the scholarship program and the institution that offered you the scholarship. Then the next question says, are you currently a staff of the Mastercard Foundation? So I'll click no because I'm not a staff. So for the English language test section, it says here that if you graduated before 2021 with an undergraduate degree in English, or you don't have an up-to-date English test, that you should not worry. The Mastercard Foundation team will fund you to take one of the offered scholarships. So this information here will help you, or will help them actually see the best option that is suited for you. So the first question says, was your undergraduate degree awarded before or after September 2021? If it was awarded before September 2021, you click that option. Since I got mine after September 2021, I select this. And the next question says, was your undergraduate degree done in English? If you did yours using dual language, click yes. If it was done in English, you click here as well. Then the next question says, have you passed an English language test in 3 years? So you want to answer this place as truthfully as possible. So since I have not written any English language test in 3 years, click no. It said if yes, confirm which test you have taken and make sure you upload it. Then the next question says you have to provide a list of the academic documents you have uploaded along with your application. If for any reason you've not uploaded any degree, you have to state why you've not uploaded it, and you state when you've received or when you expect to upload this degree. So for me, I'm going to put my undergraduate degree. So if the degree you're uploading is an HND, you state it here that it's an HND degree or an HND certificate. If it's any other academic transcript, you state it here as well. The next question says, what degree program are you applying for at the University of Edinburgh? Then you come here and select the program you're applying for. I want you to recall that this program must be identical to the one you selected before. So don't select something different there and come and select another program. So since I chose Sustainable Energy Systems, click on it here. Now the next section is asking for the details of your referee. According to the University of Edinburgh, you must use a referee that is not a family member or a friend. This referee can be a teacher, an employer, or any other person in an educational or professional setting. So you can come here and fill in the details of the referee. So I'm going to fill in my own details. In this section, it says, what is the relationship of the referee to you? So, was he your lecturer? Is he your employer? If he's your employer, you type it in here. Then you put your referee's phone number. And you put your referee's email address. Then you put your referee's postal address. I want you to fill this section as honestly as possible. So the next section is the applicant story section. So in this section, they want to hear the stories that have shaped you, the stories that have made you into a leader. Say if you are selected to the Mastercard Foundation Scholars Program, what qualities learned from your experience will you bring to their community? They also want you to add information on how you met the key selection criteria to the program, especially how you faced significant barriers to your education and how you overcame them. So my advice for this section is that you should have your answers typed out somewhere. If possible, you should have a professional review your answers before submitting them here, because once you've submitted, I think it will be a bit challenging to go back to edit them. So you want to have your answers typed out, proofread. You want to check for any errors before you put your answers here. And there's also a word limit between 100 and 400 words. I've already drafted out my answer, so I'll paste them here. So the next question in that section says, what are your future goals and study? The Mastercard Foundation Scholars Program would like to learn about your interest in furthering your academic studies. They want to know why you are studying this specific program. They want to know how this program will be useful for you to attain your future goals. When you've gotten your answers, you come here and you paste them. Then the third section, the final section for the applicant story is your leadership and service. They want you to tell them about a time where you demonstrated leadership and service. So this could be maybe in your previous place of work. This could be currently where you're working now. This could be during your school days if you were part of the lecturer community. This could be any religious affiliation you may have had. This could be an NGO you volunteered for. Any leadership experience that would help your chances of getting the scholarship. They're also asking, how would that leadership experience contribute to addressing climate change and sustainability? So once you have your answers, you paste them here and you click next. If for whatever reason you cannot submit your answers now, you can save and continue editing at a time that is suitable for you. But I'm confident of my answers, so I press the next button. It takes me to the next section of the page. So the last section in the application form part is the declaration of accuracy. So by clicking this box, you are declaring that all the information you've provided them were accurate. You did not forge anything, you did not use any AI tools. Then you click the date that you filled in this part. So select today's date, close. Then since I am confident of this application form, I mark it as complete. So now we are done with that section. We are moving on to the next section where we are required to upload our supporting documents. Okay. So before we move on to the next section, please do well to subscribe to this channel and turn on your notifications so that you don't miss out on upcoming videos. Also do well to like this video and share to your family and friends. So the next section is the upload supporting documents section. And in this section, you're required to upload whatever degree, certificates, official transcripts that you're using to support the academic results you say you have. He said you have to upload a copy of your official undergraduate degree certificate and final transcript. If you don't have any of these for any reason, you have to upload any academic documents you may have received after graduation. This can be your statement of results, your attestation letters, your student transcripts, or any other. He said if you don't have any academic documents at this stage, please write a letter clearly explaining why and when you expect to receive this and upload the letter in their place. So what they are saying is if you don't have any result at this point, write a letter and upload it here. Now, they strongly advise that you shouldn't upload any non-academic documents like your CVs, your passports, your birth certificates, the letter of references or recommendation, any other documents that will not be included in their review process. And there's a deadline to submit the documents. And the deadline is November 21st, 2025. So in all you are doing, all your documents should be uploaded here by November 21st. So I want to attach my file because I have it. Come here. So for those of us who may be wondering, what kind of files can we upload? What are the accepted formats? You click here and they show you the accepted formats. PowerPoint, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Doc, PDF formats. Anything other than the listed formats are not acceptable. So once you are done, you mark as complete. Which takes us to the last part of the application process, which is the equal opportunities form. So you click on it. Okay, so the last section is the equal opportunities form section. So the reason why they need this information from you is to help them be able to reach you better. Maybe you may have special requirements when applying for this scholarship. They want to ensure that you are not being left out because of your lack of opportunity to access the scholarship. They're also assuring you that this form itself will not be used in your scholarship application. So the first question you're asked is, what is your birth sex? So if you were born as a male or a female, so you choose whatever sex you were born with. How would you describe your gender identity? Do you think you're a man, woman, non-binary, or in another way, or do you prefer not to say? Whichever applies to you, you select it. So they want to know, are you trans or do you have a trans history? So whichever applies to you, you select it. The next question here says, do you have asylum seeker or refugee status? So if you have yes, you click yes. If it's no, you click no. If you prefer not to say, you select that option. So the next question says, do you have an impairment, health condition, or learning difference that has a substantial or long-term impact on your ability to carry out day-to-day activities? Are you suffering from any health condition that may affect how you move and operate on a daily basis? So if the answer is yes, you select yes. If the answer is no, or you prefer not to say, you select their respective options. So the next section is asking about your beliefs or religion. Do you have no beliefs? Are you an atheist? Are you a Buddhist? Are you a Christian? Are you Hindu, Jewish, and all that? So you select whichever applies to you. And they also want to know your ethnicity. If you are white, Scottish, Gypsy, if you are mixed, if you are Asian, if you prefer not to say. So whichever applies to you, you select them. And then the last question here says, what is your sexual orientation? So do you think you are sexual? Are you bisexual? Are you gay, lesbian? Are you straight? Are you queer? Or is your option not listed here, or you prefer not to say? You select the option that applies to you. So I'm going to be choosing this. And you mark as complete. So now that you filled this form, if you are sure of what you filled, you can click submit. If you want to go back and review them, maybe you're not sure of what you filled, you can click here to go back and review whatever section that you think needs a correction. So when you click submit, they'll ask you to confirm your submission. But since mine is correct, I'm satisfied with what I've given them, I click submit. Alright, so now that you submitted the application, this is the final stage. And it says, thank you for your application. So you may be wondering what's the next step to take. The scholarship body are going to get in touch with you between February and March. From the middle of February 2026 for those who applied for the on-campus scholarships, and at the end of February 2026 for those who applied for the online scholarships. So if you need more information on the next steps, you can do well to visit the scholarship page here. So that's it guys for this video. If you have any questions, you can message us in the comment section of this video and we'll respond to you as quickly as possible. You can also check out our website if you are still looking for other fully funded scholarships to study abroad. Do well to like this video, share to your friends, subscribe to the YouTube channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on new educational content once they are released. See you in our next video.